This is Star Wars: The Last Command, Part 5 of 6. As Thrawn continues to vanquish world after world, he gets a message that New Republic forces have entered the Tangrene system. For the moment, he is unaware that this is a decoy set in motion so that the Bilbringi shipyard is undefended. But he has his suspicions. Meanwhile, Karrde and the smugglers, who have learnt of the New Republic's plans to acquire a gravfield trap, hatch a plot to steal it first and sell it to the New Republic for a huge price. On Coruscant, Leia and the New Republic finally learn that Thrawn's supposed superweapon is a clever fraud involving cloaked cruisers that were already inside the planetary shield, and Sabaoth's force powers. The Empire actually has no secret weapon. They receive a report that Luke, Han and the others have landed on Wayland and are on their way to the cloning center. On Wayland, R2-D2 discovers that the gang is being followed. Luke senses the presence of some natives. Luke, Han and Chewie go off to investigate, and stumble upon a group of Noghri that has been secretly helping them. The Noghri take them to the natives, and Luke calls for C-3PO to translate. Initially, the native Minershi dismiss Luke and his companions as merely another wave of colonizers. After seeing Chewie wield a bowcaster, they understand that in the New Republic, non-humans are not enslaved. They see that Luke has come in peace and they agree to let him pass through. Meanwhile, Sabaoth reaches Wayland. He has mostly taken over General Covel's mind. At the campsite, one of the Noghri reveals Luke's parentage to Mara. She then realizes that Palpatine wants him dead as revenge for Darth Vader killing him. She decides that, if she has to kill Luke, it must be her decision, for her reasons. Mara and Luke both sense that Sabaoth has arrived. On board the Chimera, Thrawn learns of General Covel's death. We learn that Thrawn has created a Ysalamir bubble around Mount Tantiss. While trying to take over Covel's mind, Sabaoth entered the bubble and lost his abilities to use the Force, leading to Covel's death. Now trapped and powerless, Sabaoth is placed under arrest. Thrawn instructs his men to begin the process of trying to clone Sabaoth, so that the Empire has a more stable version of the Dark Jedi with all his powers. Thrawn suspects that the New Republic attack on Tangrene is a trap, and that the real attack will be on Bilbringi. In a seedy cantina on a planet close to Tangrene, Wedge Antilles encounters Aves, Karrde's chief aide. The two of them feint and counterfeint about the New Republic and the Smugglers' Alliance's plans. Wedge hopes that Aves will tell the Empire that the New Republic's main target is Tangrene. Karrde comes into orbit around Coruscant, and contacts Leia, asking about Mara's arrest. Leia doesn't reveal that Mara is no longer on Coruscant. She denies Karrde permission to land because of the siege on Coruscant and explains why the planetary shield is up. Karrde reveals that he saw the asteroids at Bilbringi, and that there are only 22, all of which the Coruscant defenses have already destroyed. When Karrde brings up his time in captivity and says that he wants to meet Mara, Leia agrees to let him land. Leia learns the truth about the cloning center on Wayland. Thrawn has been using Ysalamir to block the Force from the cloning tanks, so that the clones grow faster. She realizes that when Luke gets to Mount Tantiss, he will be powerless. While Leia is meeting with Karrde, her Noghri bodyguard catches Faila spying on them. Faila urges Karrde to help Leia get to Wayland and destroy the cloning facility. Karrde agrees, for the price of 70,000 credits. Leia isn't convinced that Karrde's motives are as selfish as he claims. Karrde says that if Faila hadn't paid them, he would have asked the New Republic, and that he's doing this for himself. Luke and Han reach the mountain and discover the Ysalamir bubble blocking Luke's force powers. Luke says that they have no choice but to go on. And that's how Part 5 of The Last Command ends. This video is sponsored by Xinyun Creations. Every year, Xinyun showcases classical Chinese dance with hundreds of performances in theaters worldwide. Now you can view the performances online at xinyuncreations.com. Use our code to get a discount. Visit xinyuncreations.com, use the QR code on the screen or the link in the description below, and use the code IND91. Hurry, offer ends soon.